Because yo niggas hate black men in love, yo.
Nah, they just hate Sierra.
Women hate that shit too.
Doing good for Sierra.
I don't think women hate that shit too.
If I ain't got it, I don't want to see.
No, that's a bitter bitch.
She used to be a nigga anyway.
No, oh wow.
He was married to a white woman and got a
Cause I
child.
don't see no woman dragging Papoose for loving Remy. I don't see no woman dragging Russell.
Because Papoose will fucking make a whole goddamn 10-minute song about
them
you.
bars coming at you after you said something.
Niggas trying to play
I'm
with
just
me,
saying,
loving my
like, as good as
wife.
Pat Bars
Nigga, you
is-
mad because on the low, your wife's really a dyke.
The best thing he did with them was write Remy raps.
You said what?
I
Wait a
said, as
minute.
good as Pat Bars is, the best thing they did was write Remy raps.
We not sliding past those bars he just gave real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, he's extremely talented, but who
Yeah.
is bumping Papoose?
Yeah, I ain't never heard a nigga. The only time niggas really was like, you hear that new Papoose was on the 5 Fingers of Death.
It's not happening.
What was it? What's the song that he was on the remix? Type shit, break this
It's not
man,
fucking
rock it. What did he say? He said, yo, this nigga.
Don't he? Because he be doing freestyle. He did a whole freestyle with the alphabet.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Oh, yeah,
like,
that's
yo,
true.
I feel like this.
I love that shit.
Papoose really got bars out here. He really do. But Papoose low key know, like, unless you a New York underground still loving that type of hip hop, nobody's checking for Pat.
That's
But
what
he's
I'm saying.
respectfully, okay with that. It was a point in time where Pat he used to have an issue with that.
I feel
He
that.
really used to have an issue. And that was the thing. I don't know why either. But that was.
I understand when you know that you're lyrically good or you know that you're better than a lot of these niggas, it is gonna make you mad that you're not fucking where you think you should be. Or
But
where
when you
wanna
behind the scenes getting all the type of respect and shit that you do behind the scenes with your talent, you feel me?
But that doesn't. But that doesn't
blackballed
justify.
Yeah, he
You know
did,
what I'm
he
saying?
He blackballed us.
There's some things you just don't do it. Saying you're better than Jay-Z on your first go round is not it.
It's not how you make
how
it.
you do
Okay,
it.
it's not how
Maybe
you
give me like 5 years. Like only nigga that really like was a nigga that shocked niggas when they said he was better than Jay-Z or on the same level as Jay-Z is Drake. When Drake say certain shit in songs that let you know like that's a Drake
But
to
Drake
Jay-Z.
Also go pay Jay for a verse. So
For a
like,
verse.
Are you better than the person? That
But
you
he's
paid for?
but the thing is, even though he's paying for these
Drake
verses,
is
Jay don't get on songs with everybody. So the money, even though the money is coming,
I'm about to say, yeah.
your resume and who you are means a whole lot more to Jay. So
Definitely,
because it's a lot of
definitely.
niggas.
Nigga, I'm gonna make whatever money you fucking trying to give me for this verse.
A different thousand times away. And listen,
A billion
at this
times
point,
over.
Jay
Went to the studio.
going to get a verse from Jay right now is like going to see a real life dinosaur. If that makes sense.
I see what you're saying.
You feel me? Like,
T-Rex, Velociraptor,
and the dinosaur only is polite and nice to certain niggas in the industry.
and will eat you the fuck.
And
up
will
if
eat
you
you.
don't know him.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Cause you gotta think about like when niggas had that whole party and Jay-Z was the host of the party, whatever. Jay-Z wasn't walking around mingling. Niggas was coming to Jay-Z and getting a picture. And Jay-Z had the same pose. One pose the whole motherfucking night in that same spot and took pictures. And niggas was had,
I'm about to say,
let them
even
make their
at
own
the, what was
conscience.
it, the 4040 Club fucking shit or whatever, like that.
That's what it was.
Anniversary, like the nigga, that
man just got
nigga
there.
was there for like 5 minutes and yo got the fuck out.
No.
Even at that rock.
Yo said I'm not even staying at my own shit.
When Jay and Beyonce come and they walking down that prom
Yeah.
club with them trees,
Niggas is flocking
once
to
they
them.
get to the end, everybody's walking to it in.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And then what was it? The Met Gala and all that shit. Jay-Z and Beyonce on the boat having their own fashion show.
They own shit.
I said, we ain't
Niggas,
got-
ain't nobody worried about that
we ain't
goddamn
got
Met
picture
Gala.
with y'all.
But during the same weekend, they drop a fucking ad for Tiffany.
For Tiffany, yeah. And they did a give back too. Like they started some type of fundraiser. I can't remember
You know
what it was
what's-
for. They gave back to somebody.
You know
like
what I
them in
think
Tiffany.
Jay-Z and them should start doing since they already really like that running? Everything that's white created that we go to, that these big ass things, make them our own. Make our own. I wouldn't be surprised if Jay and Beyonce next year was like, Met Gala. This is what we're throwing the same weekend as the Met Gala, and I bet you the turnout be different.
The reason why I don't think they would do that is because of the history behind them.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying
So
like.
I don't think they would want to take.
Well,
that.
well, sometimes you feel me, Jay-Z be like, fuck that history.
I mean, granted, definitely fuck a lot of history, but the Met Gala it's a. I don't want to say.
I still don't know what it is, so maybe I'm looking at
Okay,
it.
so the Met Gala was pretty much started like years ago or whatever to pretty much bring fashion and art together, which is why they always are in those wild ass outfits because it's always a different theme.
Makes
This year's
sense.
theme was like American history or something like that, which is why a lot of people were wearing like old shit. It was one guy.
So that's why ASAP had Granny's blanket over top of him. But did you see that he? I guess Rihanna.
The Smith family got a lot of shit.
It's so many speculations and rumors and everything.
Granny's a witch.
You know what I'm saying?
Mind you, these are speculations. We ain't never seen.
Jada's mother? She's a witch.
It was a witch, yeah. She gives me witch vibes. She give me like, yeah.
Her and Kris Jenner know some shit.
Kris Jenner and Jada's mother, they know some shit out here.
They know some shit.
They know some shit.
Look at how Gammy still look good.
Her mother out here.
I know crack.
But listen,
Gammy, Tina, and Kris.
But
Oh my gosh.
Well, you know Jada's mother's name is attached to so much shit in Hollywood that niggas never knew about?
Still attaches a lot of shit here that niggas don't know about.
Same way that what's name's mother, the Kardashians' mother's name is attached to so much shit in Hollywood. We just know the Kardashian side of things. Shit be wicked out here, yo. That's why I tell you, yo, like, yo, mom managers, that's why I said Ashanti mother out here, still eating.
Oh, I'm sure.
Still eating, not off Ashanti.
At all.
Bow Wow mother, still eating. Not off Ashanti.
Listen, I will give you that.
They
If
know
you are
some shit out
smart
here.
enough to put your child in that position,
You gonna
you're
get
smart
yourself in
enough.
them, yeah.
You're smart enough to put yourself.
Cause believe it or not, when they say the powers that be and the people in the industry, these are the people that they talking about. People that go and set themselves up in these gates and shit.
Even the people I know that's made some shit happen who immediate family or blood family isn't right there, they still got that core family that raised them. You know what I'm saying? That put them or, you know, help with their shit. or
Britney
whatever.
Spears. Oh.
Nigga, everybody had they name.
That's what I'm saying, and that's all.
But
Now she ain't
they
baby.
still set her up to be great though.
Did they?
They kept her
She
head.
may not have been great in her personal
So
shit,
yeah,
but the bitch was great when it came to this fucking music shit.
I'm gonna say this, yo. Her
You feel
father,
me? And I'm sure they got some shit business wise for themselves.
her
I'm
father,
serious.
her father
If you
still
smart
being
enough
attached to her.
If you smart enough to pimp
Yeah.
your child out, you're smart enough to pimp your own self.
Because
That's real.
Her father
Yeah.
went to court and fought for so long not to get his name taken off or nothing with her. Now, granted, I'm not gonna say like he was always being whatever. You feel me? I think he knew from an early point in Britney's career that Britney was gonna be a little different when she got older. So parents do what they do. He had his hand as a manager. Now we don't know all of the ins and outs of that shit. But as a parent, he didn't just go into that shit letting anybody handle his child.
Because I get you doing that as a parent
Yeah.
up until they're 18, maybe 21. You know what I'm saying? But Britney in her fucking 30s is
She was
just now
Yeah.
fighting to get her freedom. You
And
know
I-
what I'm saying?
and-
Like, sir, I get you doing it to protect your
Yeah,
child.
and that's what I'm
At this
saying.
point, you just,
Yeah, now holding it all the way till now, yeah, that's the control
You
freak
know what
shit.
I'm saying?
But I think he had good intentions, and then along the lines, Joe just saw what was coming with that shit and whatever, and wanted to hold on for whatever. But yeah, it's crazy out here.
All right,
bro.
before we get into this versus shit or whatever, because I think we're going to talk about this joke. Versus, because we won.
Niggas definitely did. Niggas told niggas.
I do want to say congrats to Trina. I don't know who the fuck she's dating, but sis got engaged and that rock is popping.
That's fun though.
Okay?
I still
rock
know
is
shit.
nigga shit. Trina has always been one to keep her personal life private.
And it's crazy that
Because
two niggas.
even when she showed you on Love and Hip Hop, you know what I'm saying? It's very
It's two niggas
what
that made sure
everybody
everything
already
goes.
knew or surface shit.
She was going public with French and the James Hardest and shit. I think those are the two relationships that, as far as how she moves,
Yeah.
was new and different for her. And I can't even say they fucked it up. I think that was her way of going back to what she know. And that's private. And I'm learning that privacy is best. The need to knows know.
Yeah.
And let people speculate, you feel me? And it's not even letting them speculate, it's just mind your business.
Well, they've been together for 5 years.
Who knew?
He just recently appeared on Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
In the recent season. And
I haven't watched the latest episode, so.
he's just a former college basketball player and a Miami rapper.
And you know what's up for Trina, yo? Trina lives a whole new life, and I don't know if really people really pay attention because people just so focused on her being a rapper. But she's a radio personality.
Yeah,
And she's a damn sure. She's one good one. Like
Her and Trick got
and I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Regardless of what y'all want to say about Trick, him and Trina have a good morning show. Like Trick Daddy ain't a bad bad personality on the radio either. But her and this career path that she's in now, like, you know how some people they transition and they ain't a good transition. This was perfect for her and Trick. This was like a good retirement for
I'm about
them.
to say they both. First of all, they both from Miami. So you
Facts.
already know what the Miami niggas are. You know what I'm saying? They both pop their shit. You know what I mean? So they good for talking. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think.
And then I think they mixed a well-known radio DJ that was already whatever down there to help them out in the studio, give them that run. But even it's just like it fit. They little morning show because I too tune into some morning shows other than the one here.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's a bad one. Shout out to Portland Angel Baby. But it's like podcasting me. Now that I know what I'm supposed to be listening to and what I want to listen to, it's other good morning shows out there. Like they got some new nigga that come on in Baltimore at the 6 to 7. Like I don't like that nigga. He from Cincinnati or Ohio or Atlanta or something. It's too much going on that show for me. But I listen to other ones like satellite radio. I got that shit on my phone. Cause that shit, you feel me? I like to listen to other morning shows. It's other good radio personalities out there.
Motherfuckers be
Funny in the morning. Cause Tom Joyner, and what's the other guy? Russ Palm. They used to have my ride to schools lit for the 15-20 minute ride that I had to school. I was in that bitch dying.
We ain't got that shit no more.
They ain't got. Damn, really ain't got.
I'm about to say Pork and I think Angel Baby got them on the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got theirs now, and theirs is cool. It's warming up and getting there.
I think it's warming up.
It's getting to the testing stage.
Yeah, I definitely think.
But I don't think 93 they got what's that? I don't know. It's the one with Head Crack and
I'm about to say because if I am going to work that early, I'm either listening to 92 or listening to the music.
The music on my phone, same way, same way. That's why I say because ain't no other morning shows like that. Damn, that's crazy.
So I got some breaking news about the DMV, all actors included. I've been mentioning, I don't know if y'all, you feel me, been really tapping into what I've been saying. They've been filming things here for the last couple of months.
I sent him some shit.
So one of the things, about to send that shit.
They hit me back on that when I was
about to send this to you.
Yeah, send me that because I can't read that right now. But the one you sent to me, I was checking that email daily.
HBO has come. They're here again. Producers of The Wire are now here again. They have a new series called We Own This City, and they are looking for DMV locals like how they did last time. Like how a Wire all call went out. This is the same type all call for the city. They want us, so they paying.
It's out there.
I will send this right to you.
Cause I feel like that, Joe. When you sent me that, I followed all of the people that's attached to that shit. And the one nigga Lily he's been here for 3 months. He on-set producer for all of the shows, all of these HBO shows.
Oh,
it might be the same.
Shorty, who I know, she a casting agent. Her mom's.
Oh yeah, well, we definitely need to talk. We get over here. How you doing? Yeah, but we definitely gonna talk. Cause shit.
She got me in the investigation.
I don't really want to do the acting thing anymore. That was a part of my life at some point.
That shit cool.
Like I've done plays and all that shit, but everything I see acting wise, I swing that shit around every time, just because I like that lane for you.
Yo, cause
I really fuck with that lane for you, and I see how you enjoy it.
Yo, that shit fun.
Shit that make your heart smile. I'm here for that. You feel me? And I see how happy he was when he was recording that.
Niggas went up there, yo. I ain't know what to expect, and when I left that motherfucker, I got everything I wanted plus more. Yo. And granted, it wasn't like no big casting movie or whatever, but I had a role, I had a character, I had lines, and I had to play a role. And everything about it, from being on set, seeing how they chop music, the movies up, it's way different than music. I will say that shit. Like when it's definitely two different lanes. Because it's one thing to get out there and you being yourself when you're doing your music. To tap in and become a character that really ain't a character, you gotta make the character. They got an idea about, man, that shit. Listen, shit's fun.
Alright, but let's get into this versus shit or whatever, because we know Joey and Jive battle, and that shit was actually more fire than I expected.
It was.
It wasn't the verses that everybody wanted, because everybody wanted Jive.
But it's the one niggas wanted though.
But that shit was amazing. I'm gonna say this, because I see niggas want to jump right.
Go ahead. No, have your time. Have your time
Joe was in his bag. You feel me? He was feeling the energy. Yo was just popping shit. Yo came on stage popping shit. You feel me? Like fucking niggas wasn't even letting each other talk. They was talking so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just okay, Joe didn't have to say that.
Okay.
But so the fuck what that he did? Like, yo, I genuinely feel this way. Like, I'm not tripping off the fact that Joe called them Dusty or
Can't be mad at
whatever.
that.
Only
Like,
one person was mad.
So what?
And the one person that was mad got an apology
Like
after
immediately.
the show, before Joe left the arena, and then he gave you another apology after you asked for an apology and said that he didn't apologize to you. My thing is,
you just had to call
Joey Crack is his name. Joey Crack. He from that crack era. He from that shit that sold that shit to your mothers, your aunties, and didn't give a fuck about it. He came out there. What's the jacket that you had on that?
That
niggas-
green flight jacket, that military
the military.
jacket? Sure.
That's the one that niggas had in high school.
He had that shit.
If
He
y'all
brought
don't
his
know when
freestyle
Joey
jacket
puts
out.
that jacket on, that's Joey Crack.
That's
Joey Crack came out there dressed as Joey Crack.
Yo said
Not,
Joey Crack.
not Joseph, not storytelling time. This was Joey fucking Crack. This was.
I got the fucking screenshots of the whole shit or whatever, cause you know Remy had to jump in.
Of course, cause she don't play about her brother. She told y'all that shit.
Lil Mo said, I need everyone to tell Fat Joe he owes a genuine apology. I don't live in a crack house. I'm not a bitch, nor am I dusty. Street code, women and children is off limits. Disappointed. Now, I don't mean no harm, but Little Mo, this is not the first time you've been called any of those.
And whole
So,
time, he wasn't really
Not the
talking to you.
freestyle.
I don't understand.
He wasn't really talking to her.
He was more so
Even-
probably
even-
just.
But even if he was,
No, I get it. No, I know. No, I
you
get
feel
it.
me? Like, bitch, so the fuck what? If you know,
Wasn't she on a
that
whole
you know-
relationship show with that nigga was saying some whole off the wall
Listen,
shit?
even if he was talking directly to her, bitch. If you know you're not dusty, you know you don't live in a crack house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know you're not a bitch or whatever the fuck else. Why do it even matter? Like, yo, motherfuckers will talk shit about you. And that's just what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I'm-
Like the fact that y'all be putting so much energy into a motherfucker saying something, so the fuck what?
And then the thing was, Vita, Remy got with her ass and that shit, and then told her hit a line and all
Hold
that
on,
shit.
I'm about to say, 'cause I'm about to
go
get
ahead,
it.
go ahead. Then I'm gonna-
Fucking Fat Joe responds to her and said, I'm super sorry. I love you and Vita. I said sorry to your face before I left the building and to Vita.
Boom.
Yeah, he did.
I was caught in the moment and I'm super sorry. God bless. Yo said sorry 3 fucking times in that one little ass comment. Okay? And if he did say sorry to her to her face or whatever, like,
Why do we need to know that he's?
why the fuck did you have to bring that shit to social media?
Because it's
If
the
you felt it wasn't genuine enough,
clout. She wanted the extra rack when y'all book
so
her now.
then Remy comes in and says, "Stop it, Mo." Now her shit a little long, so we ain't gonna get into all of it or whatever. But she said, "Stop it, Mo." You know damn well Joe ain't on it like that or whatever. She basically said, "You feel me? Nobody even came out yet. You feel me?
Right.
Him and Ja was already going back and forth. We didn't know who was in the back.
Mhm.
You feel me? She like, you know, I'm sorry if you were offended. You can call my phone. I'm gonna DM you my number or whatever." But it was a battle between friends that are like family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing all this shit and these niggas already, they was cool with the shit. Like, afterwards, niggas performed the song together. You feel me? It's hella hugs and pictures taken. You know what I mean? And all that shit. Like, so you trying to pull one sour moment
Mhm.
out of
A great ass night.
a great fucking
A
night.
great ass night because the
Because you
post.
want to be in your fucking feelings. Like, girl, get the fuck out of here.
The post the next day, Vita post, it was like, damn, Joey, I ain't know I had to go get out the crack house. Vita came making light of the situation because at the end of the day, her truth is her truth. We ain't no dummies. We know what it is. We know what we know why they been missing. But Mo, you at the end of the day, Mo, you are a legend in this game. Mm-hmm. Whether niggas want to give it to you, say it out loud, whatever, you are a legend. Your flowers, whenever I see you doing something, I'm glad that someone's giving you your flowers because technically in this game, you are a legend. You are right there. You and Missy. Missy brought you in, took you under her wing, and you did your thing with it. You took that shit, and granted, nothing out here is really, and it's not at all a shot at Mo. Nothing is really stuck out here for Mo to be in a longevity situation. But for somehow, some way, she's been in this bitch a long time. Since then, she made a way. Mm-hmm. This moment, Mo, wasn't that moment, Mo. You ain't need this moment to do whatever was trying to be done with that situation. Because if a man apologized to you, to your face, directly to you, lets you know exactly what it is, and then when you know them personally, and as you said, it's a battle with two New York niggas, two of the most, before they was sitting back being these chill, nice guys, some real gritty ass niggas. So and like you said, yo, that shit was just talking, man. You better go get them, man, them little dusty ass bitches. If I knew that your guess was some fire ass shit, but I know I'm a New York ass nigga and this how I talk, this how New York talk. I ain't even a New York nigga and I know how New York niggas talk.
Them niggas is gritty.
They some Dipset and The Lock should have showed y'all how New York niggas are.
That's
and then
what
you got
I'm saying.
two.
Like, yo, these niggas talking to each other like they don't even fuck with each other, and then afterwards are all hugged up and smiling.
This nigga said
like,
I did the
that's
battle.
Really just how they talk.
Because I want my brother to get his flowers because everybody else was scared. Yeah, I'm cool with 50. Yeah, I'm cool with such and such. But none of y'all niggas wanted to battle John. John got and as there was and this is a segue into the actual battle itself. Joe was setting Ja up and Ja was doing his best to show Joe up for the right songs, but Joe was really setting Ja up for alley-oops the whole night. Joe in his mind know he was going, it wasn't like if we really was taking notes going song for song who won, he was going in that bitch lose. Joe made that shit entertaining. John, you're getting your ass kicked right now in front of the world. I hope that you know this shit. He said something. He said today's prices, them hits is 25 years ago. He said yesterday's hits are today's classics. Drop that shit. It was like, and then a nigga said, damn, you had to bring your sister out here. Joe, you had to bring you. That's okay. We can keep that between me and you. Another one.
The segues was insane.
And as I'm listening to the battle, yo, it just and I tweeted that shit.
You right, bro.
I just
right about that shit,
Joe
bro.
hits. Don't hit
right about that
like
shit.
Ja hits.
I just got one question. What parallel universe are we living in where Ja Rule was talking shit to 50 Cent?
Yo, and not giving one fuck. Because at the end of the day, you can't talk about a nigga that's getting you locked up. You can't talk about a nigga that's using everything you say against me. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't give a fuck no more. That nigga said fuck.
Redemption.
The nigga probably done fighting the fans. That's
He
why.
had his redemption.
Cause that's what he said.
That
He's like,
nigga's
nigga,
done.
I'm fucking fighting this shit over here. I ain't got time
for this
no
shit.
rap beef.
Nigga,
I can't entertain that right now. These niggas trying to fucking shut us down.
This nigga he took my man Supreme off the street, and then he came after me and Herb like it was no tomorrow because of goofy shit he was doing to us, and we was fucking responding. Nigga said, yo, how you gonna fight the niggas with the police? How you gonna fight the niggas that go tell the police like whether niggas really want to say it or not? 50 went and got the police on these niggas.
He did.
I've been a Ja fan since a little nigga. Like when Ja said, yo, he started that singing rap shit.
50.
He really did start that singing rap shit.
Price is not gonna be tomorrow.
It's not.
Because it's gonna drop.
Because yo, all of 56 TV shows and shit are starting to really be like making you sit back and think like, well damn, 50, was you really being a cruddy nigga? Like, this is what you was? Oh, so your father was a cop.
Like
It's Canaan.
You probably shouldn't have done raising Canaan.
You feel me? You shouldn't have done that at all because your father was the police and your mother was the plug. So you're telling us that you was doing street shit, but you had inside of the police that could get niggas out the way off the street.
He gonna eventually say that he just plays Canaan and Canaan is not who he
listen, yo. At the end of the day,
That's
yo,
what you gonna eventually say.
and niggas kept saying this
Niggas
shit.
was like, what the fuck?
Niggas, when I even said that, you feel me? Like this is that work.
Yo.
This is that work that 50 Cent was supposed to get. And the simple fact, niggas was like, yo, 50 would have murdered this. No, it don't, because every song that Ja played,
Bad.
I tried to listen to 50 songs. 50 songs don't hit like a Ja hit.
At all.
I'm telling you, yo, he would have had to play the whole fucking Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yes.
shit. And
I don't know what else after that. Some Chris Brown features.
some couple of shits.
Because Ja
You
shit.
like the massacre, nigga. We
We
don't.
don't. Yeah, y'all played the Big Rich Town.
Oh man.
Then he got to play
You
I'm the
like the
motherfucking man with Chris
nigga.
Brown.
Play in the hood, just a couple things, but
My nigga,
after
Joey,
watching that, I'm like,
This
nah,
this nigga tried to scare Ja Rule by saying, nigga, I play Candy Shop. Nigga said, I don't give a fuck about a candy shop. That shit was bullshit.
Okay.
And played a hit. Like that nigga Ja played hit after hit after hit, and then he said, you know what? Everybody always said I remind him of a baby Tupac. Tupac's birthday was just the anniversary of his birthday. Which one was it? The anniversary was it? Nigga rapped Pac song. And damn it if it ain't seem like it was Pac right there. You feel me? Like Ja just showed y'all niggas, yo, he really
Shit
was
amazing.
He kept trying to say what he said. He wanted them three.
He did say he was one of them.
Jay, that's the for real murder ain't.
I just want to say
JDMX,
that
yeah.
me and Bro said
Yeah, oh yeah.
that Ja was gonna win.
That catalog is different.
We did.
That nigga brought Nelly out and then let Nelly do Hot in Her.
Cause that's what I said. This what I told.
Should have did Country
This what
Grammar.
I told Clout when we was watching it for real. Like when Joe did his B-side songs,
Mm-hmm.
it was like okay,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
The songs Ja played that I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
still had me in that bitch like, oh
Ja played a couple B-sides that I knew, and I was like, yeah.
okay. And that's what I told him. I'm like, you know, Ja B-sides is still making me bop my head where Joe's is making me just sit here. And now I'm kind of on my phone,
Yeah.
you know, looking or whatever, waiting to see what happened next or whatever, because I'm not feeling what's going
No,
on right now.
that nigga Ja
You know
really,
what I mean? Like,
he's Jay-Z, DMX all in one.
that shit was
That's all I can say.
definitely
Yo. This
an amazing
nigga
verse.
took notes and did what he did. He said, nigga, I'm one of them three. Don't you forget it.
Now, speaking of the verses, Jermaine Dupri said that he wanted to battle Diddy.
I can see no problem with that.
He said, somebody let Diddy know I'm at the gun right now and he gonna need some training.
All right, I had to break down. Me and Aaron broke down some of like Jermaine Dupri's hits.
Mm-hmm.
His diva bag, his pop bag is deep.
I don't know about it.
Diddy's pop bag ain't that deep.
Danny Kane.
Not deep.
That's as far as it
And
really goes.
Pussycat
And
goes.
Pussycat goes.
But see, this what Diddy responded to him. He said, beloved.
Nigga said beloved. Because he missed the love now and shit. Come on, beloved.
Yo said, beloved, you my nigga, but your arms too short to box with the gun. He said, you ain't got enough hits. I'll smash you with just Biggie and Mary. But I do have the utmost respect for you as a musical legend. Dre is the only one that can get in the ring with
Dre would body that nigga.
Yo,
Diddy wants to battle Dre.
I get why he wants Dre, but realistically, who the king of the remixes? That's why I want to see this battle. Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. Who's the king of the remixes? Who got the best remixes? Because these niggas was going remix.
As I'm looking at the screen
Whether
right now.
Diddy really wants to, you feel me, say he on that level, like, yeah, we get it. Because at the same day, Jermaine Dupri could go with Dre. Because it's a lot of behind the scenes shit that Dre got, that Jermaine Dupri got his hands on too, the same way behind the scenes Dre got songs that niggas ain't know. So, at the same token, that realistically is not a bad battle. That's actually a great battle because it's two of the most in the video ass niggas.
You're right. Cause
In
they
the
gonna
fucking-
be in that artist video.
They are the first two CEOs that made themselves artists that realistically was just supposed to be CEOs and behind the scenes.
Right.
They made themselves artists. So realistically, this is what he's supposed to be doing. Like Diddy, stop it. Dre lives somewhere and is recovering right now, and because
Dre is trying
let
to
Dre
keep
do
his
Dre.
money
Let
over
Dre
his
do
fucking
Dre.
divorce. and his daughter is trying to get him to keep funding him.
Because
leave
him alone.
Right?
Jermaine Dupri is out here bored. He wants something to do.
And Diddy, you obviously need something to do.
You need something to do too.
You out here flirting with Carisha, going on yachts with Joey Shavers. Fucking.
You just out here. You just out here being somebody's
He
uncle.
just doing shit.
You uncle shit right now.
So do shit and do the rest.
Yo, he really that fly uncle that's on uncle time right now. Nigga ain't got shit else to do. Yeah, I'm about to go out with my young thing. We about to go away for a couple days. Pop up and see some bitch that you know. Like, what the fuck?
Get Diddy the fuck out of here.
Yo, that shit, yo, yeah, Diddy, you need something to do right now. Hey, Christian and Justin and all y'all need to get y'all fathers something to do.
Okay.
Because he going through a midlife crisis right
Oh
now.
my lord.
And
Brother Love?
Jermaine Dupri is out here in Atlanta just forever having his way.
Brother Love?
But he needs something to do. Like, niggas is bored. Y'all, what they, 50? Late 40s, 50s?
Definitely like right there.
Them niggas is bored right now.
Like, come on now.
Like,
govern thyself.
govern accordingly. Govern ourselves accordingly. If it's one thing that Ricky Smiley ain't never teach y'all nigga, is govern yourselves accordingly. That's crazy, yo. Niggas is out here going through a midlife crisis out this bitch, yo. I'm dead right now because, yo, like, Diddy, yo, sometimes, like, Diddy is that nigga, but sometimes I think Diddy be on a higher horse than sometimes what he should be on.
Yeah.
Because Jermaine Dupri is not a bad, that's actually the perfect battle for you, my nigga.
I mean, I feel like
They went on tour together. So did they do a social Bad Boy tour?
I feel like I understand why Diddy feels the way that
Totally.
He got niggas to walk to get cheesecake.
Totally.
Jermaine Dupri ain't never make no niggas walk to get cheesecake.
Because he respects niggas.
Okay?
Totally.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you know.
But here's something
why
nigga. Ain't no
Diddy
telling
feels
what else
like
you made
that.
this nigga.
Yo started off with your arms are too short to God.
That was funny as shit though.
That was fucking hilarious.
Yo,
Niggas said-
what?
You'll see.
That's a nigga who feel the way about himself.
And-
I want that type of confidence.
Bob-
Y'all ain't never seen that clip of Diddy when he had like signed the, he had locked the
Bitch, your
deal, he
arms
had like
too short
destroyed
to
his
box
office.
with the fucking goddess.
Yo,
The fuck?
you know the shit. You know the shit Wild Wayne.
Diddy is
Diddy
a wild
cool.
boy.
Diddy cool with Bow Wow like shit. And Bow Wow ain't said nothing on nobody's
And he
behalf.
still took his baby mama on a
And still
yacht.
took his baby mother, yo. And took his baby mother, yo. So I guess that right there was that's why he feeling himself right now, nigga. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all Atlanta niggas right now. As you see, I'm on a yacht with your man's baby mother.
You and Future.
Oh,
I'm dead,
don't bring
bro.
the Davies into this.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
know
saying
what?
they share
Diddy,
baby mother.
Diddy,
Don't
I stand correctly. Maybe you do need to do this shit with Dre because
Yo, he on
you
another.
automatically won walking in the door with that right there on the resume attached with your resume, my friend. I stand correct. I stand down. I stand down, Diddy. You got that, Diddy.
How did
Yo.
Davies get drug in
Yo,
this?
because shit out here is wild, yo. Like I just remembered that Diddy really is out here with Bow Wow's baby mother. And,
on TV apparently.
oh my God. Nah, Diddy's on there, and I keep saying this shit. They don't. Every picture they get with Diddy and one of these young chicks, they don't look like they happy.
Never.
They don't look like they're enjoying themselves.
Well, no,
they
Jody looked like she was having.
I saw some more pictures. Yeah, I saw some more pictures later, and then I still
looked like she was having
I still
fun.
correct again on that one because she was smiling and laying up on it. She looked like she had more fun than Carisha. So maybe that's why Carisha ain't getting paid on this trip.
Because it might have been Carisha.
She called Q and was like, Q,
So he called
get
Joey.
me. I don't want to do this no more.
You'll say because she gonna do a TikTok dance.
Yeah, she gonna do a TikTok dance with me and be out here.
That's what's going
Shorty
on.
said, I'm going. You know what? I finally got it. She said, I cracked the code.
Alright, before we get into this Nicki Minaj shit, I do want to say T.I. and Tiny charges were dropped
Mm-hmm.
for the sexual assault case. I do want to also point out that it was not dropped off of lack of evidence. It was dropped because of a statute of limitations.
5
Wait.
years. Happened 5 years too late. She 2 years. What was it?
So they could have did it,
Yep.
but we don't know. It's too late.
It's too late.
Damn.
I don't know how
Another
to
one bites
feel
the
about this.
dust. You know how to feel about this?
Don't
I
let
don't know how to
that.
feel about it.
Oh.
I don't know how to
Hey, look, you stop it. Just stop it.
When,
I feel like I should shoot because.
do I say this? Do I say this?
Oh, don't say it.
When the white people get away with it, do we question it? The white people get away with it all the time. They get away with everything.
So when I see that shit, they said the judge dropped the charges because.
You're too late. Niggas said, oh, we could have sat here all day. We could have did this all
You
day.
not need to laugh.
Nah.
Find this.
Nah, I do find it funny though. I do find it funny.
fuck up,
I find that shit funny though. I'm sorry.
Listen. You canceled.
I find that part funny. You waited too late. And they told you waited too late. You could have, but no. Damn! And when white people do this shit, we be, what? White people get away with
listen.
I know what not to make into a clip.
Listen, it's a serious situation.
Shit.
It's serious.
Because listen, yo, how the fuck? Yo, it is only T.I.'s luck.
Yo, he one of God's
This shit
favorites,
was
yo.
happened too late. How the fuck?
I know that. I know she's sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yo,
That money
shit.
probably ran out. So it was probably good for them. Like, fuck
Listen,
it,
yo,
money ran out.
I'm gonna put it like this, yo. Whether it happened or it didn't happen, now we will never know.
All I'm saying is,
Double Jeopardy is
Watch
definitely
it.
a real.
Yo.
Can't do that
watch
shit. then.
it back around.
Yo, listen.
Beyond Tiny.
Yo.
That's some
That's
dollar
all-
bill Ronnie
Yo.
shit
No,
right
because
there.
I feel like if it was a lack of evidence, it would have said both. It wouldn't have only leaned toward the statute of limitations. So it's not that it's a fucking what the fuck are you watching?
Shut I was trying to let her continue her statement. Like, nah.
I was trying to get so
That
from
ain't
me
it.
mad as shit. Like, yo, what? I'm
ain't
handing
it
them
at
all
all.
the wrong shit. You'll say no.
That black one.
No. No.
Thank you, sir.
Go to
It's amazing
hell.
out here.
I'm just saying, it's not that they didn't do it. It's that it happened too late.
Yo,
So
but
watch your back.
but I mean, yo, again, yo, and when it comes to this shit, yo, it's not saying they did or they didn't, yo, because the way that people was describing this story and how people was popping up, this shit was like just what the fuck did
Oh
T.I.
my
do in the land of
God.
somebody bothered T.I.
The
and
tears in my eyes.
everybody came at you. So if it did happen and these women feel this shit didn't happen, I feel oh Lord, not tears in my eyes.
Woke one morning.
Come on, shit.
Oh my God, y'all niggas is going to hell. Y'all is going to hell.
Yo, cause it's really tears in my eyes because of fuck y'all.
Yo, because imagine you getting in the courtroom, you all ready for court and everything, and
She
you know,
knew she was ready.
she was ready. She came in with the lawyer that wants T.I.'s ass like it's no tomorrow. The witnesses are there, and the judge say, all right, you know, I've gone over everything, and everything looks to be right, but I have to throw this out.
Yeah, you fucked.
And what's wrong? Well, because well, you missed the its expiration date on this shit.
Yesterday.
Yesterday was the last day you could. Like, yo, T.I., you all like, every time something happens, you like, Sonic, you just get the fuck out of there.
The
Like,
judge said it happened when? Oh no, that
that was too long ago. You ain't changed your warranty? Oh, damn, I guess you ain't renew that shit.
That's your warranty.
Oh, I'm just saying, yo, like, yo.
Jeez.
It's just wild, yo. Because it's like, yo, cases have expiration dates on them.
They do.
That's what we're laughing at. So I hope y'all not like on some other shit. But the fact that you coming in with a case, a serious case, and they be like, yeah, we gone over everything. It looks like you have everything. You actually do have a case. You're just too late. And then when you try them again, well, you can't because that's double jeopardy. That's double jeopardy, and you already the case has already been dismissed because. So now these niggas just back out here. T.I. about to drop another album. T.I. about to cut his hair and go back to being Tip.
Cause Cause he definitely needed. Cause his
Nah,
shit
he got them dreads and his that.
It's just all of it. Because it's the BSC.
right there. Fucking
They trying to say that trailer was from 2 years after the movie of ATL.
No, the fuck it was not. They look old as shit.
Niggas played with niggas when they said that shit. And I can't remember my comment that I put in that shit.
My mother used to ask me when I was young and I would lie to her. She would be like, yo, who's stupid?
Yo, because
and that's what I feel like.
because
who the fuck is
this
stupid?
is what they said. They was like, because it was one twin in the trailer and that wasn't in there.
Right.
So they was like, you feel me? This happened. They took the one girl was like, look, the only thing that's believable on it is the one twin and Lauren Ray and Lauren London that still look the same. T.I. looks his age. What's his name? Lil Michael Jackson Teddy. He looked his age. Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying stuff about when it comes to COVID and all that. People keeping it to themselves. I see no problem with that. But
Yeah, but it's like, you know, fuck it. You know, let me just get the shit. So, she made a comment about her cousin's friend, Trinidad. She said, my cousin and Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen.
Meaning he can't have kids.
His friend was weeks away from getting married and now the girl called off the wedding.
And this is the first shot, right?
I don't know. She just said.
She throwing out wild, and then she said she talked to Fauci.
She said, so just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not both. Now, that piece of it, completely agree. I was not bullied into getting the vaccine or not. I just had talked to someone who kind of made it make sense for me. You feel me? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that shit. And I really got that shit that day. You know what I'm saying? So